This is the help video for Word Chapter 3, Pause and Practice number 3. On the right, I have the instructions from the SimNet SimGrade. The SimNet SimBook. You can get to your instructions there, or if you have a physical book, you would turn to that page. I have on the left, I have the file that ended at 3.2, where we just put the citations in. And so now what we're going to do is apply some styles to headings within the report, kind of snazz it up a little bit. If we look here at the end, you always want to compare yours, right? So we can see that we have some headings, we have a table of contents, and we have a cover page, right? And so one of the things when we're going to do a table of contents, it's really helpful, is to use these styles, because the styles turn into items on your table of contents, right? So we're going to select general guidelines, and one of the ways to select is go left and click. And we want to select on the Home tab in the Styles group, we want to find Heading Style 1 and click on it. We're going to apply that style to all of the bolded headings in your document. So Personal Training, Heading 1. More about long rides, Heading 1. So anything that's bold, training intensity, Heading 1. Using a training log, Heading 1. And what's going to happen are these, that's the end of that, these are going to turn into the outer level of your table of contents. Then we're going to go through the document, and all of these that have the underlines are going to become heading style 2. So pace of rides. I don't see I'm going to open this up so I can see it. So we're going to come through here, anything underlined, number of rides, heading 2. Duration of ride, heading 2. Distance. Anything that is underlined as a heading, we're turning in to heading 2, right? And that's the end of that. So now we have two levels, a heading style 1 and a heading style 2. That's going to then put in a indent when we do our table of contents. So we're going to turn our show hide on. So back here at the home, find that little backwards P, which is the paragraph mark, and we're going to turn that on. We want to make sure that we are at the very beginning, so Control Home right in front of that D in developing, and we want to do a page break. I always do Control Enter. You can certainly go to Layout and insert a page break, but I find it just as easy to do a Control Enter. It's going to take page 1 and move it down to page 2, and now I have this blank document that just has a page break in it. I want to make sure I'm in front of that page break marker. That's why we turned our codes on so we could see it. And now I want to go back to references and insert this table of contents. So before I do that, I want to make sure what style I'm going to use. So there's some already predefined layouts. We might as well make use of them, right? So we want to find this automatic table 2. So on references, find table of contents, automatic table 2. Click, boom, it puts it in there. Page numbers are in there. And what's really nice about it, when these things rearrange, you can update this table of contents and it will automatically change your page numbers, right? So you don't have to manually remember. All right, so now we're going to customize this. So anywhere in this table of contents, we want to just click and select custom table of contents to open table of contents. So we're going to come up here, click, go down here to custom table of contents, because we're going to do a couple little tweaks, right? So we don't have a heading 3 in there. So we're going to take our levels and just make it 2, although it really doesn't matter. But show page numbers and right align. Ours are already checked. If yours are not, make sure there's check boxes here. We want to check the dot leader, which ours is already checked. So mine was already good, but you want to make sure show page numbers is checked, right align, and dot leader. The one thing I did have to change is the show levels to 2. And then we're going to go ahead and do OK. We're going to replace the existing. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to look through our document and see how it's flowing, right? So we're coming down here, and number of rides per week begins up here, but the bullets are down here, so it'd be nice to keep this information together. So I'm going to go right in front of the N in number and do a Control Enter. It's going to shoot that paragraph before the bullets down to page 2. So now number of rides is on page 3 and not page 2. All right, so let's see what else we have. So same thing here, suggestions for long rides. Look, it's broken up. We want to keep that together. So we're going to go in front of the S and do a Control Enter and move it down. We're going to keep going down here, and training log also. Look, these two little lines, that's not a good thing. So use training logs, keep it together, and I think, yep, we're at the end. So that's good. So let's go back home for a second. So now we moved some of this, so these page numbers are no longer appropriate. So we want to come up here and say update this table and update the entire table. And watch this numbers change, guys, when I do that. Look, this 3 became a 4. References is now on page 6 instead of 5 because we have an extra, we had to change, we added so much that it went to another page. We want to select the entire table of contents, and we want to make the font calibri. So we're going to do this and type calibri. All right. Okay, take a second and save. And we're going to work on the, you know what, I think I'm going to stop the movie here and we'll pick up with the page breaks. Oh no, we're going to pick up with the cover page and the footers on the next movie. All right, thank you.